Good evening to everyone that's out there right now. We've got about 200 people logging in, so things may be going a little slow. But I really want to welcome everyone tonight to our webinar. Got a lot of valuable information we're going to be sharing with everyone. And the time of year is so perfect to be doing this webinar with the new year right around the corner. Some people I've been talking to, they're excited about this because they set these massive, big resolutions and goals for 2015. And they can already start to see themselves falling a little off track for some of those goals that they put in place. So what we're here to do tonight is to give you enough information and some tools you can take home through a 4 or 5 step process that can help you achieve all the goals and all the dreams you ever desired. I feel very fortunate. Tomorrow actually celebrates my birthday, and I'm really excited about that because for me, I'm not someone who technically makes goals from year to year and tracks them year to year. From January to January, I'm the type of person that likes to look at my birth date year, and as I turn 33 tomorrow, I'll assess and look at the year 32 and see how I performed compared to the year prior to that. And I feel very fortunate, excited about it. We took a trip to Italy. I completed an Ironman competition. I got to go to Carson, California as one of my patients who's the 6th fittest woman in the world, competed at CrossFit Games. We had recently, a couple weeks ago, we had our first daughter. And so it's really been an amazing year 32. And I'm excited for year 33 to show up, and I'm excited to do this workshop with everyone, this webinar with everyone. So now I can give you some tools as well. So literally every day you're living your life like it's one of your proudest and happiest moments. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go through this, and what I'm gonna do is if you have questions, there is a chat box. And you can make note in the chat box. I'm gonna go ahead and check just to make sure that you're getting live feed right now, and make sure everything's working, which it looks like it is. Perfect. So what I want to do is we're going to go ahead and get started then. So there's going to be steps to this process of living your life through your values. And I've written a lot on this topic recently because a lot of my friends who are setting goals and they're creating resolutions, they're really trying to achieve the dreams and live the life that they've always wanted to live. A lot of people, though, aren't there yet. And I've been very fortunate, very blessed to have a lot of mentors over the past 10 years who have guided me to just being able to be appreciative for the life that I've been living right now. And I feel like it's my mission. I was put on this earth to share that with every single person that I meet. And what the first step is in the process is to start off by listing out the top 5 HPS moments. And HPS stands for happy, proudest, and successful moments of your life. So this is going to be step 1 in the whole process and along the journey. So I'm just going to give you a couple examples of my proudest, happiest, and successful moments. Back in 2009, in September 2009, my wife and I did a wedding dance where we prepared for 14 hours for only over a 4-week span. I would go to the gym from 7 to 8 p.m. I would have dinner from 8 to 9, and then from 9 p.m. until about 11 p.m. for 4 weeks, we would do diligent training to do a huge surprise dance for all of our friends, about a 3.5 to 4 minute dance. The picture, I look pretty young in that picture, but it was an exciting time and definitely one of the most proud moments I've ever had in my life, actually, and definitely the happiest moment I've ever had in my life, still to this date. The picture to the right of that is our old office that we first opened up. That's the first day of my chiropractic clinic, and that goes on the P section, one of the proudest moments I've ever had in my life. Being able to do what I love to do every single day and being able to show up to work is one of the happiest things I'm able to do and help people out through chiropractic. The picture of that's the Ironman competition I recently completed in 2014 in November at Ironman, Florida. Bottom left, that's January 29th. Our daughter was born at 11:25 p.m. Besides my wedding, definitely the happiest moment of my life. I still say to this day, my wedding was probably my happiest day I've ever had in my life. And second would definitely be having a daughter. It's the most amazing thing being a father. And then next to that are CrossFit competitions. I love health and I love working out. I'm going to share a lot of that with you guys tonight, but that's a huge value of mine. And for me to live a happy life and to feel successful in my life, I need to be doing a lot of goals and a lot of resolutions based on health. And that helps to bring up my other goals as well, if I incorporate those with that. And I'll explain more of that. And then to the right of that is traveling. We love to travel. This is a picture in Italy this past summer. My wife and I took a 10-day trip out there. We tend to break up our year every 6 months, from January through July. Usually July 4th week is when we like to take a week off, just to refresh our brains, refresh our minds. We both work really hard and really both love what we do, but sometimes we can become obsessed with it. And this week is really a special time for us to connect with each other. So what I want everyone to do is, for step one, for being able to understand how to live your life through your values and live a truly happy life, I need you to list out the top 5 HPS moments. And you don't have to do this right this second because you may want to think about it, but I want you to get at least at that point down right now. Step 2 is going to be figuring out what are your values in your life. What are your highest values in your life? Now, there's a huge list right here. And for those of you that may want me to email them this JPEG or even email you this PowerPoint, just email me. My email address is draustincohen@gmail.com. That's draustincohen@gmail.com. So you can always email me if you would like to have this PowerPoint, just so you can get this slide right here. But what you want to do now is you want to list out 10 of these values. So look at this list, and you're going to pick 10 of the highest values that resonate with you the most. So you'll see on here, and I'll show you mine in a second, but hard work and health, helping others, love, loyalty. These are some that really resonate with me. Satisfaction, resourcefulness, respect, teamwork, thankfulness, thoughtfulness, trust. That's a huge one for me. Career. These are some of the biggest values for me in my life. And it's so important to get crystal clear on your values. If every single person understood their highest values, their lives would be amazing because they would be living congruently with those values. And I'm going to get to that. But for now, I want you to follow the steps. So how we get to where we're going to be getting to tonight. So step 1, top 5 happiest, proudest, successful moments. Step 2, figure out what are your top 10 values. Now, once you get your top 10 down, cross out 5. And those are going to be the 5 that we're going to work with. So listen, a lot of people, and there's no way that we can judge other people and what their values are. My highest value may be different than your highest value. And that's completely okay. Not all of our values need to be the same. And some people look at these, there's no negative values on this list. As long as you're living life through them, if, for instance, if family is your highest value, but none of your goals or resolutions or your whole life is based on family, you're so incongruent with your life values. But for now, the point is get down those 10 and cross out the 5 that least resonate with you. Step 3, prioritize the top 5. So now once you've crossed out those 5 on your top 10, prioritize. Here's my top 5 values. Number 1, health. Without my health, I have nothing in my life. Without my health, I don't have my wife, I don't have my daughter, I have nothing else that's on that list right there. So if number 2 is family, 3 career, 4 fun, 5 friends, without my health, I don't feel like I have my family, my career, fun, or friends. I make it a huge priority, and especially in today's stressful world, I make it a point to not only try and be healthy, but to live and actually live a proactive life through health. So what does that mean? That means I don't wait until I'm feeling overweight or feeling fat or looking at the scale and seeing it high before I start working out and eating healthy. I don't wait until I'm sick to start taking vitamins and supplements for my body. Like most people wait till they're sick before they take vitamin C and echinacea. I like to take certain supplements and pills for my body before I get sick. I get adjusted regularly. I don't wait till I have pain in my body before I see a chiropractor and get adjusted. I actually do it more from a preventative standpoint to take care of it so it doesn't become a problem in the future. And that whole list goes on how I tend to actively live my life. But health for me is definitely number 1. Number 2 is family. There's nothing I wouldn't do for my family, especially my wife and my daughter. 2 most important people to me in this world. Would do anything for them, and especially just in the past 2 weeks of being with my daughter is the most amazing thing in the world. And even though they would tell you that number 3 career is a very high priority item for me and a high value for me, I would still give all that up for number 2. And family, and that always comes first. And they would probably agree with you and tell you the same thing. 3 is career. I love what I do. And for some people, when I show them this list, I'm not trying to please anyone or get people to like me from this list. I'm not trying to show this list to people and they say, oh, I really like what you put there. This is mine. And it doesn't matter to me what other people think about my list, but this is my list. And a lot of people sometimes, when they look at this, they say, wow, I'm surprised you put career in front of friends and fun. You know, I got to tell you, there's no greater joy to me than seeing people get their lives back through chiropractic. Moms being able to pick up their daughters again and play with their daughters from living a healthy nervous system and being pain-free. There's a lady who came to the office. All her goal was to walk again. Every doctor told her she was not going to be able to walk because she got hit by a car going 55 miles per hour. After 2 years of medical treatment, got no results. Within 6 months of chiropractic care in my office, she lived a half a mile away from the office. Within 6 months, I saw her one day walking to the office, and I was almost in tears when I saw her walking there. And I asked her, I said, Rose, where's your wheelchair, your cane? She said, Dr. Cohen, I wanted to prove to you today that I could do it. And the entire office was great. There was actually a lot of people in the office that day, and everyone was clapping. Everyone was really excited. And it was really a proud moment for all of us. Number 4 is fun. Traveling is a huge value for us. We love to travel. We love entertainment. I love going to shows. I love going to concerts. Those are huge value priorities. And you know what? I love doing it with number 2. I love traveling with my family more than anything in the world. And traveling to me, way more important than hanging out with my friends. If I could travel with my family, putting 2 and 4 together, way more fun for me than being with the friends. Not that I don't love my friends and have great friendships. Those are just my value items. And number 5 is friends. For some people, that may fall number 3 or 4. But for me, that's a number 5 priority. To me, these other things are the higher values. And fun for me actually could include working out and going to CrossFit competitions and competing and doing all these other things, because that could fall as part of health and fun. But these are mine. So I want everyone to figure out what are their top 5, and you have to get crystal clear on this. This is a crystal clear exercise. Number 4, I have something that I do with everyone, and hopefully you're following our blog and you're getting my emails. The website is draustincohen.com. You know, we've got an Instagram account, Twitter, Facebook, Dr. Austin Cohen. Make sure you're on the website. Every year, I'm a huge goal person. And if you know me very well, you know by October 1st, my goals are done. Why? Because it gives me 90 days for my subconscious mind to get those goals acclimated and get them put in the back of my brain so I can actively start ready for them once January 1st hits. And those that know me, especially my close friends, will tell you, if I have a goal, even though it may seem something that's highly unattainable, it's going to get done. When I put down in 2014 that I was going to complete an Ironman after not running or doing a marathon in 3 to 4 years, not swimming, and I don't even know how long, and having a dusty bike that hasn't been ridden since 2010, I just thought I was crazy. But it's a goal I've had my entire life. I put it down, and it got accomplished November 1st. So I have something what I call keys for those that have been for a long time, and many of this. It's small, play, professional, people, and profit. Here, list 3 goals under each category for my life. Now, I found some are for the current year, for 2018. It's important to understand. You have your top 5 prioritized values. So for 1 is health, number 2. My personal 2 of them are completed Chattanooga in 2018 health, date night 1 with my wife. That's fun, and that's also family. My 2 and 4 value. Take 1 week off in the summer, travel. That's not, go to Carson, California for the CrossFit Games. 4, that's fun. And also a lot of my friends, so I'm actually combining the 2 together. You see, back in this 2012, 2013, I can't remember the exact year, but my goal was to please more people. I thought I had these goals for a year. I needed to see other people and what they thought of me. So I had created, one of them was to go out to lunch with them once a week. Friends friends are my number 5 value. Okay? These 2, career, health. What's probably going to is 1, 2, and 3 are going to trump that. So I'm probably not going to be going to lunch with that. Actually ended up happening. That goal did not get accomplished at all. Maybe it's a quarter to lunch with a friend. Why? Because my wife would call me to go to lunch, so I'd be going with her instead. I would have a lunch. I would want to do that, or do something health related about it. So that was never a so I had to do this year, or 14, it was once a work out with. That became a new goal. Health is nothing. I incorporated number 1. What ended up happening, I was working out a lot. So as I was training for my Ironman competition days, I would run with my friend. We would run on Sundays together for a good hour and a half to 2.5 hours to get that in. So I was having my hour, me number 5, but it was based on my value. So figure out where one value is. Whatever number 5 is, you can start to incorporate together. And in the chat box, message box, you can post some questions. Once I get done with these slides, we'll go into some of these questions that people may have. And if you don't have any questions, I don't know if this is going to be working or not. This is the new software I'm using right now. Then you can always go on our Facebook page, question as well, or send it to draustincohen.com. Under play, professional prosperity. Play is the travel, is the fun stuff. Professional, for me, that could be new clients to take on this year. How many new do I want to take on for my business consulting? Where the business to this year. For right now, we're doing a lot of nutrition. The lady works for me, Jessica, our community wellness. She's transitioning around massive nutrition, where she's leading one of the biggest cleanses in it. And she's really become just a huge, for a lot of people who are on this call, I know her, about half of the call she is, and the person can connect with anybody. She's 100% from the heart, and now with her training, she is to be reckoned with when it comes to transforming people's lives through nutrition. It's going to be fascinating as she grows over the next couple of years. People, that has to do with friends. So for instance, in 2014, that goal of running with a friend or working out with a friend once a week under people, because I knew that was attainable and that was a goal that could get created. Prosperity comes down to money. How much money do you want to save this year? How much money do you want to put away in your 401k, your savings, your car, your prosperity account? That falls your health savings account. How much do you want to make more this year? Do you want to get a raise of 3%, 5%, 10%? Do you want to create your business this year? Prosperity comes usually down to financial numbers and getting crystal clear on your financial clarity, okay? So what you want to do is you want to then write out your top 2 goals under each category based on your values. Usually they fall under my number 1 value. My number 1 value is health. So a lot of my goals are going to come down to that. Now, my wife's number 1 value is not health. So having date night once a week with my wife will always work because she's my number 2, and usually she can trump anything. So that'll always happen. And if you see, like under play where we take 1 week off in the summer, usually we're going somewhere that's nice where I can actually get great workouts on the beach, go swimming in the ocean. So usually I try and tailor that in as well. So I want everyone to get crystal clear on that because this is a really important exercise for people to do. And ever since I started doing this and started incorporating my highest values, that's when I noticed my life actually taking off and hitting not only more goals, but exceeding the goals that I expected to exceed. So those are the 4 steps right there to living a prosperous life through your values. Is it a lot of work? Yes. Is it something that's possible to get accomplished? Yes. But I think it is important for people to hone down in really and get crystal clear on those first, the top 10 the proudest moments and happiest moments of their life. And what they'll tend to see is you'll see that once you find out your happiest, proudest moments of your life, and then you create your values, you'll notice a synchronicity and you'll notice there's a connect between them. And then the next step is starting to not waste your time on goals that don't hit your values. There's no point in doing that. You want goals that are in line with the values. And that's what we're working on achieving here. Now, I told everyone that this call tonight we were going to be on for about 20, 30 minutes. Right now we have about 9 minutes left. And you'll see there's something that says chat public. I have a question right here on the right side. I'm going to post something that says ask questions here. If anyone has a question, please, I know this can be a very heady topic sometime, but I really do think it's important for all of us to get those questions answered. So if anyone has a question, please don't hesitate to ask it here. Otherwise, we can go ahead and wrap it up in just a sec. So as of now, we're not getting, there's no question that it seems like anyone has. I know this is one of those topics that really what has to happen is you gotta take this information, and what you'll do is go through the steps, and it's definitely a process that takes a couple hours to do because you really want to get crystal clear on what are those happiest, proudest, successful moments. And then from there, you'll go through the exercises and through the steps. Listen, every month we're gonna be doing these ordinary to extraordinary webinars. There's going to be a different topic for each one. In the past 3 years of my consulting with people and just doing the blog and posting and, just from that aspect of it, I've seen some transformational lives and transformational moments happen for people. And what really excites me is seeing people create possibilities for what they don't think is possible at that moment. So right now you may be thinking, well, I don't want to put this goal down because that's not a possibility for me. But if it's in line with your values, I can almost guarantee you that it's something that's going to get accomplished and it's going to get done. So make sure every month you're on these webinars. We'll be posting a lot of information about this on our Facebook page. And honestly, what would really make me happier more than anything in the world is if you wouldn't mind sharing our Facebook page with people or sharing our blog posts with people. Our mission is to reach out to as many people as we can. There's a lot of people that are out there in this world that need a lot of help, especially in today's society. Almost every person that comes to my office is on some form of anxiety or antidepressant and doesn't know what they want to do, and they're not happy with their lives. Why? Because they're making goals that are not attainable because they're trying to please other people and they care what other people think about them. This exercise has to be done with not caring what other people think because this is for you only and you living your greatest life. We all get one life in this world, and I hope to help you make it an extraordinary one. Thanks for attending tonight's call, and I'm going to post this in the next couple of days. I'm going to post the recording of this in the next couple of days for everyone, so that way they can have access to this in the future and go through it as well. Thanks, everyone, for staying on the call, and look forward to hearing from you soon. Take care. Love you all.